All right, guys, welcome to Team Fit to Fight's team call. It is July 14th. We are in the second week of the month. Well, I guess almost the third week, off by one day. But anyways, today I kind of want to just go over some housekeeping things and then a couple things about rank and income, and then just something quick about coaching, which I want to kind of go over now. Something that I think is important, and I kind of gone over this a couple times, is just the perspective that you put on your business. So as we always say, is you're your own CEO, right? So if you're walking around like you're an employee or a janitor of your business, or you're not giving yourself the credit where it's due, people aren't really going to latch onto that. So put yourself out there. Say you're not part of the best team. You are the best coach, or whatever you have to say. Toot your own horn. Don't be scared to say, hey, like, my team's rising. Like, are you in this with me or not? And that's kind of like what I like to say. And I've probably said it a million times before, but something that always sticks with me is when I'm going into that conversation with a prospect is, my confidence, the little speech I give myself, even when I'm like, oh, I don't know if they're going to sign, or, a little worried or talking to myself, I go, the train's leaving. Like, our team is rising. We're growing. It's go time. So like, if you give yourself a little pep talk, like, hey, the train's leaving, you're either on or you're not. Like, people are going to look at you and be like, holy, like, she's serious about this. Like, I have to get in on this. Like, when you give yourself such confidence, people are going to notice. People are going to start wondering, what is she doing? Like, how is she being so successful? I mean, even if you're not successful, I remember, a lot of coaches struggle with, oh, well, I'm not Emerald, or I have nothing to show for it. Well, that's why they struggle with adding people. Well, that's baloney. You have to give yourself the credit where it's due, or as I did, is fake it till you make it. Okay, well, I'm not making $2,000 a week, but you bet that if somebody asks me, I'm going to be proud of what I'm making. Like, hey, I'm like, this is it. This is the real deal. Like, or for example, like something that kind of I grab people's attention with, and don't be scared to do this, or toot your own horn. Nina, you want to be a stay-at-home mom. Hey, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom within 2 years. Like, you want in on this? Or Jess, hey, I'm a stay-at-home beach body coach because my team's going to the top. Are you want in on this? Things like that. Or what I do is, hey, I'm going to retire at least by the time I'm 25, or have the option to by the time I'm 23. You want in on this? Giving that confidence kind of attracts people. Don't take it to the point where you're arrogant, obviously, but confidence. Imagine if you were on the other side of that conversation and somebody was like, hey, my team's, it's go time. Like, I want you in on this, but like, I understand if you're just not feeling it right now. And they're going to be like, oh man, I want to get in on that before it's too late. That's just something I want to talk about. Like, giving yourself confidence, and, the perspective you put on your business is what other people are going to see. So even fake it till you make it, people. So whether you're making $0 or you're making $500 a week, fake it like, hey, you're top 10 right now. You're on the top 10 team. Doesn't matter where you're really at. That's what's happening. That's what's going to become of this. So that's just a little spiel on that. Then some housekeeping things. If you guys want to add in, first, me and Kayleen are doing a switch roles challenge group, where we're calling people to give us accountability for the 3-day refresh. So it's kind of fun. If you guys are planning on doing the 3-day refresh, just keep us posted when you're going to start it. My 3-day refresh is coming in later. So what Kayleen is going to do is, she kind of wants to start right away. So she's just going to take a lot of pictures, and we're going to do the group as if we're doing it together. But in reality, we'll probably be like 2 days off or something. Same thing goes for you guys. If you guys get it ahead of time or whatever, feel free to invite your people or whatever. And I think I'm excited for this group because it's kind of like a test run. This goes well. It's kind of fun because you know how you always want to kind of get back at your coaches like, hey, where's your daily motivational picture? Or, hey, where's your post-workout selfie? If this goes well, we can do like a 21-day challenge group where, you know, we have 3 people who pretend to be coaches, whatever. Just brainstorming. Anyways, we're going to start that sometime. Hopefully mine gets here on Thursday, so maybe at the latest start at next Monday. So that's happening. And then there's a coach opportunity group that Miss Nina and Jess are putting together for the 21st. So we kind of chatted a little bit about this, and I want to make it clear. We have a lot of leaders on the call, so you guys probably know where this is going, but just invite people. You know, don't judge a book by its cover. Someone who you think may be interested in Beachbody really might not be, and somebody who you think in a million years would never go for the coaching opportunity really might. So just, talk to them and say, hey, like, I'm doing this thing. It'd be really cool if you wanted to check it out. Like, keep it like really nonchalant, but also say, we're going to do daily assignments. It's going to be fun assignments just to dream bigger with you and to learn more about you. That's really what our team's about. We love getting to know each other and things like that. So invite. So what they're setting up by doing this is there's creating a safe haven for all your prospects. So you're literally, all you have to do is get your coaches in there and they'll take care of the rest. It's like, you really can't go wrong. So if you're nervous and inviting people or sounding salesy or anything like that, get them in this group. Say, hey, some of the top leaders on my team are running this group. I'd love to have you. I'll be in there with you. Melissa just asked, how many days is it again? They think you guys are doing 5 days? 5 days. Okay, yeah, so it's 5 days. You get them in the group. And again, putting the perspective on your business, top leaders in our team are running this. So give your prospects that and go, and they're going to say, oh, okay, like, that's pretty cool. Like, I want to get in on that. So just adding a little credentials, I suppose, to the group. So that starts on the 21st. So invite. Coach training is going to be 10 days long. It's going to start on the 28th. So what I want you guys to do for this is kind of calling out all coaches who, new coaches who want to be a part of this. You have to do the Coach Training Academy. If your coaches are joining, make sure they do this before it starts, or else they will be lost. 10 days. I want you guys to set the bar high. So no, it's not hard to get Emerald. Okay. Don't even put that seed in anybody's head because it's not hard. It's 2 people. So if you're thinking, oh, it's so hard, you're already defeated coming into the group, it's all about the mindset. Even though, it is sometimes a struggle to get to Emerald. It is, sometimes it's longer, sometimes it takes shorter time. But if you demand that type of leadership or that type of, I don't even know, like that type of whatever, how your coach is, then they're going to kind of respond better to that. So send them to the Coach Training Academy and say, hey, by the end of 10 days, you're going to be Emerald, and just install that confidence in them, even if they're not there yet. And for anyone who's pushing for Emerald, I'm excited to have a part of the training too, because, we're going to install that confidence. We're just going to go over things that, if you're ready to rev up your business and you're ready to listen to what us top leaders have to say and use it, then it's definitely going to work out, and it's definitely going to, enhance your business and everything. Anyways, and then we have a challenge group. PIO is starting the 21st, which is next Monday. That's going to be, even if you guys are still recruiting for that, we can still talk about doing a preseason, even if we have to start on, because most Beachbody, I've seen a pattern within my couple years. Beachbody stuff comes Thursdays and Tuesdays for me. I don't know about y'all, but we could go preseason until Wednesday. So don't worry about that. Just keep recruiting. Keep telling them, hey, the challenge group starts now, or the 21st. Like, love to have you. Whatever, whoever your prospects are for that. And then tonight, what I kind of wanted to go over is team volume and how it affects your income and rank. I want to be clear because sometimes even I forget about it. You want to continuously add new people and talk to them about the products. I know a lot of times we're always shooting for those 2 points for the challenge pack or Shakeology HD, but in reality, everything counts. And I know this business isn't just about, making money or, just making sales, but in reality, when you're looking to increase your income, everything counts. So when you sell just a plain PIO package, you get volume for that. And what happens when you have volume is when you advance to your first rank, you start to see the benefits of that in your income. So if you have 100 volume points on one leg, 200 volume points on your other leg, that's one cycle. So emeralds, you're making $14. Ruby, you're making $16. Diamond, you're making $18. That's why we're continuously pushing to up our ranks and things like that. But I want to be clear because sometimes, like I said, sometimes I even forget and I always go for the challenge pack and then I lose people. So listen to your customers, listen to what they're saying. Obviously, always let them know that, hey, like with the PIO challenge pack, you can literally get PIO for $7 once you get Shakeology. Just tell them that that's there, that's an option. You wouldn't want them to miss out because what I always say is I'm pretty frugal and I wouldn't want you to miss out on a good deal. Things like that. So that's a little bit about volume. If you're looking on your Coach Online office, you can see which on the left hand side, you can see what your volume would be at if you were emerald or if you were diamond. And that's gonna show in your income. So that's where residual income comes into play. I think I talked to Kayleen. She did, for example, I don't think she did much last week, and she still made, a certain amount of money. And that's just, it comes back to building your team to a rank and, making volume points, which after you start, even if you don't sell anything retail, once you build your team, you're going to start seeing volume. And I think if you guys have any questions about volume or residual income, Jess Meyer here, she is one of our she has one of the strongest teams in our team. And I think she alone could teach you a thing or two about residual income. She and her volume are always off the charts, and really, I love hearing about it every Thursday. So if you guys have any questions about that, just building a strong team, how to set that up, ask her. But that's kind of what I have for tonight. A little thing that I'm working on, I know I'm kind of going over some housekeeping rules, and I know a lot of you guys know about volume and everything like that. If not, literally, guys, YouTube is a gold mine. I mean, if you're wondering about anything about this business, YouTube it. Questions are always, always welcome. No question's a bad question, but, make sure you go and do your own call to action and look for it yourself first. Volume can be easily explained. I think Michael Neiman, he did an awesome video, the one Super Saturday, and still out on YouTube, on how exactly you can make residual income and stuff. Another thing that I want to go over that I was talking about is I'm going to be setting up a calendar, and I want to do coach calls, 10 minutes for each kind of slot, I suppose. And I want to check in with all you guys, but I also want to set up a thing where we do 3-way calls. So for example, Jen, if you were signing a new coach, or, so Jen, you're signing a new coach, and then, so Nina would get on the phone with you and your new coach, and you guys would just talk about goals and a couple things about the business, or creating a safe haven really for the new coaches where they feel comfortable and confident that this is the best team they could be a part of. I also want to do that even with, veteran coaches and everything like that until we kind of get a routine going. I'm going to make a calendar and tag you guys in it, and then we could talk about different times and such. but I really just want to check in more with you guys, do 3-way calls. That's kind of what's on my goal list right now, and I think it'd be kind of cool for you guys to kind of do the same. If you're almost to diamond, or your goal is for diamond, then you should be setting up calls or contacting your coaches every week too. And I'm going to be doing that by leading by example, because I think personally I need to get a hold of you guys more and in touch with you guys more about coaching and just your everyday lives. Like, I really don't know anything about Cassandra except that she has a freaking killer body. She's got abs and she works out like a fiend, but and she's got like the cutest little setup with the truck and everything. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to that, and I think it will be fun, and we'll get a lot more fun ideas to kind of get the team together. And I think what happens is when we do fun stuff, and I hope if you guys ever think of anything fun to do, you guys post about it. But I love the Shakeology face, funny face, like that stuff. When we post it, that really makes people feel like, hey, I want in on that. Like, we're the cool kids in high school. You have to look at yourselves like that. So if you guys ever think of like cool ideas, sometimes I have cool ideas, but not all the time, I have to be honest. But a lot of you are a gold mine of awesome ideas. So that's kind of what I have going on. I also want to touch base with you guys on, I know you guys have probably heard a little bit here and there about team t-shirts. As you guys know, we kind of are still editing our vision statement, but our team is like not just focused on fitness, and I think I might have went over this last call, not just focused on fitness, but really empowering each other, making people feel strong and encouraged and supported and strong enough to make decisions and feel and love themselves again. So the team t-shirts are going to be epic. I'm not going to give away what they are, but we are getting a new logo. We will still be Team Fit to Fight, but we're going to be pretty badass. So I hope you guys are getting pumped up about that. That's all I have in news. We still have 10 minutes left, so if you guys want to chat about anything, I'm totes open for that. I know I rambled a lot, but just housekeeping stuff tonight, really. Anything that's going on in your business, how are you guys' businesses going? Any cool news stories? Cassandra, what happened to your eye?
I hit myself in the face with a ratchet strap.
Oh
my God, that must have hurt so bad.
Yeah, it did.
Oh my God, that was rough.
Yeah, we were working in the woods, and I went to get it, and it got stuck in the back of the truck, and I pulled, and the hook caught me in the eye.
Oh.
Probably because your muscles are so big, you pull too hard.
Seriously. It's all that core strength.
Well, my husband's been being cocky about it, telling people, oh, I just punched her in the eye, because the way people ask me, they act like I get beat or something. So like,
you should come up with some like crazy story, like, oh, like we went to the zoo and I fell in with like a polar bear and all he got was my eye. It's some weird story.
I went to the gym the other day, and my sister's friend was there with her, and he's like, your sister's really mean. I was like, I know, she punched me in the eye. And he was like, really? And I was like, no, I'm just kidding.
That's funny. That's funny.
So, Cassandra, are your abs made in the kitchen or in the gym?
I think a little bit of both. I don't think I have abs.
Yeah, you do. Oh my goodness. Does anybody else get Cassandra's Snapchats?
I don't see them. So.
I do. I'm like, oh my gosh, that girl is rocking it.
Dude, right? Every time she Snapchats me, I'm like, I gotta work out, man.
I didn't know you could YouTube some of them, so a couple of people have been asking me about it, so I'm like, I want to try it, because I'm in between that and Pio, which one I want to get, and I tried it, and I was like, in love.
Wait, which one?
I tried T25 on Saturday. for a workout on YouTube. This is not bad.
Yeah, Nina, you did that program, right?
T25 and Insanity. I did both of them.
You crushed that.
I loved it.
You guys are killing it, man. Seriously.
So I just got home and I got the 21-day fix at my door. I'm so excited.
Yay! Are you doing a challenge group with that?
Yeah, and I didn't think I'd be able to start it till later, but I need to get on board, and I'm going to do my workout tonight, and then I just figured out my calories, and I just need to try to figure out my meals and go shopping tomorrow. So if anyone has any suggestions, let me know.
Melissa has a spicy chicken pasta that's well, she did it with shrimp. I do it with chicken, but it's really good.
Okay, sweet. Melissa.
I didn't plan my meals. I mean, I did the first week, and then I got sick of it because I can't write out my meals, and then when you feel like you want to eat something else, and then you're like, shit, I can't eat that because it's not in my thing. So I just figured it out. I would use a carb in the morning, and then I'd use a fruit I wouldn't just know I was gonna eat a fruit, a carb, and a whatever. I just planned my containers. That way I had for dinner I would have 2 veggies left and a protein, and then I just figured out what to eat from there. I never planned it out because I found it easier to just be okay, I have this, and this left, and I can eat whatever I want. I can eat grapes if I want. I can eat this if I want. I don't have to plan out an apple, and I just got annoyed at that. But I loved that program, and I still eat loosely around that schedule because I loved that program. I did it twice. It was awesome.
Nice. I think I'm going to really like it too because I'm not into calorie counting, and I don't know. I just really want to hone in on my nutrition. So I think it'll be pretty awesome.
Are you guys doing just the nutrition portion of that, or are you doing the workout 21-day fix too?
I'm doing the workouts too.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
I use the
Did everyone hear what Kane said? She says she uses the meal plan. I think you kind of cut out there at the end, but yeah, you can. I've seen a lot of coaches do the meal plan with different workouts, just because I think that it's so. I think even Kayleen's an excellent example. It's easy to make it a lifestyle change. I think that's what Autumn really brings to the table. Is she shows people that if you can get the basic rules down, it's kind of like coaching. If you could get the 3 basic bio behaviors down, and you have to do them every day, then you'd be successful. So I think if you can get the feel of the containers or what you have to have every morning, it starts to become a habit. So whether you do, obviously more, I think harder workouts, if you're doing longer workouts, hour workouts, then you're going to want to up your calories a little bit because the fix kind of does put you at a deficiency. But I really think it's great because it's a lifestyle change.
Yeah, because I wanted to do it. But so many Beachbody programs right now with the nutrition.
Yeah. Sorry, are you guys hearing an echo?
There is an echo. I don't know where it's coming from. It might be my phone. We're getting ready to have terrible storms, so the call keeps delaying and kind of coming in and out. But I just wanted to say, too, that I'm off for the rest of the week, so I am hoping to go out and recruit some people and really kick it up this week. So we'll see if I can become Emerald.
Nice,
We'll
yeah. Get some people in that Coach Opportunity group that Jess and Nina are doing. They, they have pretty good stats from their previous Coach Opportunity group, so I'm sure just get them in there. Okay. Make sure you follow up, and I'm sure you'll definitely hit that goal. If you just
so Nina, I was gonna message you tomorrow morning. So,
and the other thing is, just to kind of give you guys a little something more that I keep in the back of my mind when I'm talking to prospects is, don't be scared to ask. Don't be people don't just I always say it's like dating someone or having a significant other in your life, especially as women. Your boyfriend or husband doesn't know what you're thinking. Your prospects that you think are going to be awesome, if they don't know that the opportunity is there, they can't do it. So it's literally if you don't put it out there, then you're not going to get anything. So even if it may seem a little uncomfortable is good. dare to ask the question that you want to ask. You know, people like that, being upfront, just being like, hey, I think you'd be a great coach. I'm going to ask you because I have an opportunity coming up that I think you'd excel in. If not, like, that's cool. Like, no hard feelings. But, you know, again, it's go time. Like, my team's going. So I have it on my whiteboard. It's just dare to ask for the things that, you know, people just don't know what you're thinking on the other side of the computer sometimes. So I think that'd be good. Keep that in your mind, Jen, when you're recruiting.
And on that, like, I've never felt so excited until like after I ask those questions to people, or like I find somebody who I think, okay, you're gonna be an awesome coach, and I reach out to them. It like totally lights my fire, like for the rest of the day. I get so excited. It's totally worth it.
Yeah,
sure.
No, I know. I like that's the part that gets addicting is like, you know, is that going to be the newest family member to our team and things like that? And, you know, asking the questions, it kind of like goes with life too. It's just, don't be scared to ask questions that you want to know. Don't hold yourself back because you don't think you're good enough or you don't think you're deserving enough. You know, just having that confidence, and even if you don't, fake it till you make it.
Right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is thinking that that person might be contacted by someone else. That always gets me. Like, the person's so good. If another coach talks to them and asks them and they became a coach, I would be kicking myself forever. So it's so much easier just to ask and not ever be in that position.
Yeah, exactly.
So, hey, a little kind of success this week. I'm really excited. So we just got home from vacation, and as some of you guys know, my goal was to be able to have somebody clean my house. And I got home from vacation, my whole house is clean. So, and I've got a cleaning lady coming on a schedule now, so that's being covered.
Yay! Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, like I totally have better things to do. So
yeah, totally. You could sell like one challenge group by the time she cleans your house and just pay for it.
Right? So let's see. These are like my small goals when I started. To have Mark in daycare 1 day a week, and he is. Shakeology covered. I was getting my hair done once a week. Just got back from vacation, so I'm not done. And then having a cleaning lady, and I'm like, oh my gosh, all of this stuff is met, like based on just my Shakeology residual each month right now, not including anything else that I'm doing. So I'm like, this is so awesome. So I've got some really huge goals on top of this that I told my husband, and he's like, if you could do that, oh my God. And so I'm working hard.
New goals. I can't wait. I definitely want to hear about them, so definitely post them. I also, P.S. guys, this week I'm going to try my best to work on, I don't know about you guys, but I really get ahead of myself on dream boards. I do like years ahead in planning. I'll do like, for example, I was talking to my friend. I was like, say, for example, which I don't even know if this is a goal. Okay, by 2030, I want to be a millionaire. Okay, like that's a pretty far-fetched goal, but like I think sometimes we forget about our little 6-month goals. So I think if we could, what I'm going to be working on this week is 6 to 12 month goals on my dream board, and having that dream board up. For me personally, like that's kind of it builds momentum. Like Megan said, hitting her small goals is giving her confidence to shoot for those bigger goals and building momentum and confidence and things like that. So if you guys want to join me, that'd be a lot of fun. Cause a couple months it'll be December and it'll be 2015.
It's crazy that you said that because on Saturday I just did a new dream board. I got on PicMonkey and spent an hour doing a new dream board.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely share it. I've been thinking about it for a little while now, and it's weird because it's something I get so excited about, but then I never actually sit down to do. So I'm demanding it of myself this week, and hopefully you guys are right there with me so we can start hitting some goals. Megan, congratulations. Those are huge. I can't wait to hopefully, the other week I looked at how much a maid would be just for one day. And I know I live in a 700 square foot apartment. It's really not that big, but the rate that I go at, my kitchen is disgusting. I'm not even going to try to lie. You can ask my sister. So that's one of my small goals is to not even think that twice or whatever. Because sometimes I have a really hard time delegating, which again, you could probably ask my sister about. So getting outsourcing, I'm trying to learn, but that again is going on my goal list. I'm going to learn to try to do that, but that's all I really have. If you guys want, it's 8:32, so I'm going to end this call. Thanks for getting on, guys, and thanks for hanging out. I love
Night,
when
everyone.
we just get to talk a little bit, but I know you guys are all busy women, so we will catch up again, and we'll definitely be keeping up to date with everyone through the movement makers. So continue posting, continue checking in, everything like that. But have a good night, and I hope to see you guys next week.
Thanks. Good night.
Bye.